Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we need to reveal our dad joke of the day. For Tuesday, May 27th, what piece on the playground is always exhausted? The tire swing. All right, and we are still at 106 in our member count, trying to make it to that 200 goal. So if you're enjoying my content and you'd like to sign up, you also get nice perks, especially the early access perk a lot of people very much enjoy. So anyway, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got a carousel, candelabra, coaster, clock, slide, gate, record or record, teacup, beast, pick, lounge, pancake, strum, frisbee, bend, and food court. Wow, food court is interesting. Food court and a lounge sound like I don't know, places to kind of sit and hang out in a public area. Okay, lounge and food court, or maybe even in an airport. Are we specifically talking about airports? I mean, airports have a carousel for your luggage. I don't know that this is in a gate. This is along the diagonals. Airport words, but it's along the diagonals, which makes me suspicious that it's a one of each. So let's hold off on that. It doesn't seem all that straightforward, but they put it on the diagonal. They don't always put it on the diagonal as a trying to tempt you to do the red herring, but sometimes they do. Let's see what else we've got. Slide, like things you might do at a park, slide and frisbee. I don't know. Teacup. There's a teacup ride at Disney World. I have rides on my mind, I guess. Strum, as in we're strumming a guitar. I don't know what else strum would mean. Strum and pick, ways of playing the guitar. Would slide be a guitar move? Slide and bend? Sound like guitar things? I'm not seeing other guitar things. I'm going to try this. Okay. Guitar playing techniques. There we go. I did teach myself guitar, but it was many, many years ago, and I don't even have a guitar anymore, so don't ask me to play. It would not be good. Let's see, carousel, clock. Sometimes clock can mean to punch somebody. I don't know if we're doing that definition though. I mean, we still have gate, food court, carousel, and lounge, and at this point, I think I'm willing to try it because it wasn't a one of each. Okay, yeah, it's just airport features. I think it was worth finding one other category before, potentially locking in a red herring. It doesn't really matter what order unless you're going for reverse rainbow. But if I was going for a reverse rainbow, I wouldn't have locked any of them in yet. All right, coaster. Coasters and records and clocks are all just kind of, and frisbees, they're all just kind of the same shape. This is going to be yellow. No. Oh, pancakes too. Okay, well, I got it. Oh, darn. I didn't think about that enough. Shoot, I could have done this, no mistakes. What do beast, candelabra, and teacup have in common? I got to figure out purple, I guess. Luckily, I'm wearing purple today, so that gives me +2. Makes it easier to figure out purple for sure. Let's see, beast, candelabra, and teacup. Oh, these are all from Beauty and the Beast. And there was a clock. So these are things the witch turned people into in Beauty and the Beast. What characters were transformed into in Beauty and the Beast? All right, I was pretty close for that category. And these are flat cylindrical objects, round flat things. Sure. All right. Cool. Yeah, that one mistake is because they had 5 round flat things, unfortunately. And I didn't think about it closely enough. I thought I was done. But luckily I figured out purple. It gave me an opportunity to actually think about what purple was. Not too hard today as long as you've seen Beauty and the Beast. Otherwise, I think some people are going to be losing with nothing because they're chasing the one away on round flat things, which don't do that. Figure out the other categories. But yeah. Other than that, I think that bumps it to 2.5, but I don't know if they even account for that in their own scoring, but weird. 2.3. Okay, so they gave it about the same as me. Let's check the bot. Now, there aren't going to be very many games in today. 154,000. I'm doing this quite early, which means you get the early access quite early as well. Although, the reason I'm doing this early is I need to pick my wife up from the airport later tonight. So I may not be able to edit until after that, so who knows. Anyway, 68% solve rate so far. So I'm curious what people are failing on. I was 1 in 3767, which is actually not that rare, considering I had a random one-off mistake there. Guitar playing first is the most common. Beauty and the Beast first is very common. If you get Beauty and the Beast first, then you're fine on the round flat things. So that's very nice. It's fairly even. There's not like one that stands out as people aren't getting. And even in the ever, yeah, okay. So here's what happened: 10% losing games. And then blue doesn't help you, right? Blue doesn't help you with yellow, and so notice our losing games are mostly people who didn't get purple and were chasing yellow, probably. Interestingly, though, we have 4% of people who got only blue yellow, so not understanding the airport and then not having seen Beauty and the Beast. That's what got those people. Carousel clock record frisbee. Okay, so carousel also kind of part of the red herring for yellow. I could see that. It's a little bit different in my mind, but I can see why you would. Oh, these are just spinning things. Oh, so these aren't even round flat objects. These are spinning objects. Gotcha. And that's a big red herring. And then this red herring is just round flat things, but with clock instead of one of the others. Interesting that this is the one that people are red herring on. Red herringing on. I'm not thinking about a pancake as that. Objects that revolve. Yeah, I mean, this is just the one-aways on yellow are insane. Carousel, coaster, slide, and teacup. These must be the amusement park rides that I had on my mind, and that's the one of each. Interesting. All right, what are people locking in first? Blue, purple, yellow, green. So the first lock-in is usually, I don't know if usually is the right word, but the top 4 most common locked-in things are correct lock-ins, followed by the built-in red herring, followed by a bunch of like the one, like not even one away, just followed by the spinning things, red herring. And then, if you're thinking about things you do with a guitar, you might record yourself. Okay, that's interesting that you lock that in first. All right, well, we're going to keep seeing those same mistakes. All right, well, how'd you do? Let's do the mini crossword. Blank the whole world gone mad. Has the whole world gone mad? Cause of increased A's and decreased Z's. Huh. I don't know. Romantic dozen. Like a dozen roses. Still competing. Huh. In it. It could be in it. Let's see if that works out. Ooh. Flower blank as described by the 1, 4, 5, 6 across. Read in order. Has roses in it. Okay, I don't know. Certain religious Jew. Hasidic? I think this is going to be an A, but obviously Hasidic doesn't fit. Help with a crime. A bet. I think in it is correct. The S of iOS. Sys? Abbreviating what the S stands for. Operating system, yeah. Okay, skeleton piece. A bone? Oh, baby. Has baby roses in it. I don't know what has baby roses in it. 4 down in the chest. Oh, a rib? Oh, flower bed. Oh. So a flower bed has baby roses in it. Oh, that's cute. Okay, cool. A Hasid. Okay. I said Hasidic. I didn't know you could reduce that to just Hasid. But I guess it makes sense. All right, well, how'd you do? Do Strands. Today's theme is A Strange New World. So are we talking about, like, Strange New Worlds is a novel, isn't it? No, am I thinking of Stranger in a Strangeland, or is Strange New Worlds also a novel? Right, anyway, I wonder what we're talking about here. We could be talking about the sea. We could be talking about the West, North and South America. We could be talking about extraterrestrial planets, or just other planets in general. There's a lot of things that could be considered a strange new world. Maybe Stopgate. See, Stop and Gate. I don't think either of those are going to be it. Dale? Like over hill, over dale? I mean, it's possible. I see piano. There's the New World Symphony by Dvorak. Dvorak? How do we say his name? Do 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 We've got hand. I might have to just start trying things. I don't know what the theme is. So we're going to try Dale. We're going to try hand. We're going to try hand. We're going to try stop. We're going to try gate. We're going to try piano. All right. None of them. I didn't think so. In fact, there's 2 ways to do stop, so it couldn't have been the answer. When I say 2 ways, I mean you can use this S or this S. If there's 2 ways to draw it with the same 4 letters, that's fine. But if there's 2 ways to draw it with different letters, that's not okay. Ta-da! How about ta-da? No? None of that locks in? Meal. Lear. Falum. Love. I might have to hint to get started here. Hind. Hand. Wait, we have hand here and hand here. Crazy. I might just get started with a hint. Let's do it. Wait. Wait. Farm. A strange new world. Farm. Around farm we have Leal. I don't think farm helped me. What are we doing with farm? Hunt. No. Hunts. I'm just thinking about like how you get food. You farm, you hunt. I may need another hint. Meal. I already tried meal, apparently. What are we doing over here? Lame. All right, one more hint. Teal? No. Late? No. Too many anagrams here. Leet? I got another hint just from anagrams on this one, this 4-letter word. Tail. Farm and tail. We're not talking about like Star Wars or something, are we? Like, isn't there like the Love didn't lock in. The hero's journey. I don't know. What's around here? Monil. A sage? No. Mage. Mages? I don't know. I still don't know what our theme is. Farm and which one? What was this again? Tail. Farm and tail, but tail like its story, not like the tail of an animal. Gale. I don't know what's going on with this. Movie? Can't do movie. Not that way anyway. Does it love something? It's not move, it isolates the L. Hand something. Days. There's only, I mean, there's 7 words, and these 2 are very short. We need longer words, and our spanogram might be quite long. Stops. I think I need another hint. This is crazy. I don't know. Games. Games, tail, and farm. Well, we know the spanogram doesn't go top to bottom, so it's got to go left to right or right to left. Poseidon? I don't know how to spell Poseidon, but Leviathan. I don't know. What are we doing here? Games, tail, and farm. Games. What's this have to do with a strange new world? I don't know. This one doesn't make any sense to me. I'm just gonna hint my way through this. Animal. I mean, Animal Farm is a novel. Classic novels or something like that. I mean, novel is here. That's probably our spanogram. So we're pairing up words for so we've got like Hunger Games. Okay, I usually like this kind of thing, but the theme didn't hint it well enough, I think. So Hunger Games, Animal Farm. What ends in tail? Okay, so these are dystopian novels. Dystopian novel. Handmaid's Tale. Handmaid's Tale. Okay. Oof. Yeah, that's one of those tough ones where it's the I hinted my way through it. That the spanogram splits up 2-word phrases or pairs of words or something like that. So we've got Animal Farm, we've got Hunger Games, and we've got Handmaid's Tale. But I only had the second word of each of them, and they're all very short. And so yeah, Strange New World is another dystopian novel. I thought so, but I haven't read it. All right. Well, it would have been interesting if I had understood the theme. I think it would have been fun to find, but after 4 hints, I was over it. All right. Well, those are the games for this video. Let me know how you did. If you want to watch Wordle, you just got to click during the end credits, and it'll take you right there. Or there is also a pinned comment with all the videos I published today. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.